I'll do month to month. A 30-day rental agreement, the 30-day lease. Bought these little shotgun houses. There was like 3 of them that the local slumlord passed away. He ran these things into the ground, stole every ounce of equity out of them. They were worth almost nothing. I mean, just deplorable condition. That one I showed you guys on another video where the back end of the house is chopped off because of termite and water damage, that was one of them. In fact, that's a good example. There, guy Rick there with his girlfriend, pit bulls, when I took it over, and they had not paid that guy rent in over a year. He didn't even have an agreement with them. When I took it over, I had him sign a month to month, and they all knew, all 3 of them, I had tenant problems in all 3 of those buildings. And they knew right off the bat that my intention was to rehab them. And then I told them right off the bat, I was straight with them. I said, hey, man, you need to start looking for some place to move. If you want to stay here, we're going to do 30 days, 30-day rental agreement. They all seemed to be pretty cool with that. Some of them paid, some of them didn't. This guy here started causing me problems, though. He kept getting calls because he was dealing drugs out of the house, or at least all the neighbors were saying this and calling on him, so that was causing me problems. And also his girlfriend was advertising as a prostitute on Backpage. So they were doing all kinds of shady stuff in there, so I went to evict them and sent them their 30 days notice. And then they decided to fight it. So they didn't move after the 30 days, and they stopped paying their rent. So I was out that month. And so you pay your lawyer a couple $100, okay? And then he gets a court date to sue for possession. So there's another month. See, this is how they work the system. So you get your court date, and this guy knew the system well. What he did was he moved all of his stuff out, and then they stayed there in possession of it. So he worked me all the way up to the court date. Usually if you can work something out before the court date, you don't have to pay the court costs and all that. You just take possession, you cancel the case. Well, I couldn't do that because he kept pushing it farther along. He even called the inspector to have the house inspected while he was living there. And of course it's in total deplorable, disgusting condition. I got written up, and they're like, no one human can live here. But that dude was the one trashing it. He had shit all over the walls and, roaches. I mean, just mice and just junk everywhere, holes in the wall. I mean, dogs peeing on the carpet. I mean, it was terrible. And I'm trying to get this guy to move out so I can rip all this crap out of there. So anyway, it was pretty heinous inside the apartment when we finally got in there. But the thing is that this guy waited till last minute. He waited till I had to hire movers, and the management company come over and had to pay them to change out the locks. I mean, when the sheriff's department finally showed up, and I was out 4 months rent, court costs, all this crap, like half a year's worth of money that could have been gotten on this apartment. This dude, he and his girlfriend, they had one like little folding chair, and they're like, okay, we're leaving. And then they just they left. Probably are doing it to some other poor bastard right now.